It's Week 17 of the National Football League, and we'll see the River Hogs, sure-handed wide receiver. You always need eyes on him. Fourth most catches in the NFL. It's the River Hogs and the Jaguars. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us down under in the beachside city of Melbourne, Australia. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the River Hogs of Melbourne. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, think about this Melbourne club entering play.
They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come in playing well on both sides of the ball. Winners of 6 of their last 8 games.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway here down under. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
When you look at this defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe.
This defense for the Jags, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of the game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Back to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They'll run on first down. Hodge.
What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On first down, Monroe. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up the first down. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Wells. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the River Hogs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
This taken in right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
and this unit very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And you can see, as many of you already know, they have clinched the NFC South. But as it stands, Charles, they would still need to host a game on Wild Card Weekend.
And that's a good thing for them, because coming out of your division, getting to the playoffs with an opportunity to host to start the playoffs, that's a pretty good way to get things going. Whoever came out of this division, we knew that they were going to be playoff ready, and this team certainly is.
Steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Able to find his man, John Phillips. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 18. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now back to throw.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far. Offensively, or even defensively for that matter, they could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs. They'll run on 1st down. Hodge, and a good stiff arm and some space to run. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
As they've got it as we resume action.
On 1st down, Monroe.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll set up a throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that tough. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the River Hogs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They'll drop the throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this 1st half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And it's fielded at the 34. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And Melbourne ready to go again on offense.
It's been a good 1st half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They'll run on first down. Monroe. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And 10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now a 2nd and 6.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Jaguars on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here.
Pass taken tight end. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pounds through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10. They'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 10 yards out, and the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Melbourne's offense back out on the field now as we eat closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This is brought in at the 21. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 36 yards on the play. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Jacksonville. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Melbourne's offense back out on the field now.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down.
18-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. That is caught. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. But plenty of distance there as he banks it in. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando here.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. On play action, they'll throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Monroe. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second and 1. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the 2nd half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, and caught it up. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Jaguars' 22-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. They'll try the left side. McCrary, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Wells. Touchdown! A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the River Hogs take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
The try here for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. 5 plays there on that drive. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. Getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down at 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Melbourne ready to go again on offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Plain and simple. That's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm was just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first step.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
Play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. They'll look to throw again. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw again.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
You think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The 3rd quarter hasn't been so kind to him or them. They were winning at halftime, now down. Maybe he needs to get going, get this spark back.
It probably felt pretty easy in the first half. You know, not easy like they can do whatever they want, but they were locked in. Things were going well. Whatever changes were made by the defensive side, they're winning with them right now. As you said, they've got to find that spark, maybe make some changes themselves on offense.
Right now they're clamping down on him in the run game. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he is going to have a Jags first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan.
And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the game there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9.
They'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And his kick here is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
2nd and 6. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Back to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Wells. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw. Caught left side, Bennett. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Monroe. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Monroe only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the the 30. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
On first down, Monroe. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bennett.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here's 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jacksonville set to go again offensively.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
2nd and 13.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Able to find his man, John Phillips. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Out of the gun now on third down. In trouble, and he's taken down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another fourth down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, actually, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. On second down, Hodge. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try the left side. Monroe. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So now the Jags down by 10. A minute 53 remaining. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Holding offense.
So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20.
Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Here's second down.
They'll set up a throw.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Melbourne, they improved their mark to 12-4 with one game to go.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.